Hey guys, my name is Rahel. I'm a student here at Avondale and I'm here right now with Christy. Christy, would you tell us more about what you do here?
I run the student finance team and I'm a graduate from Avondale back in 2012.
Well, now I am super bad with my finances and I know this is something that really stresses me out. So you're the perfect person to answer my question. My first question is, how much can I expect my course to cost?
It depends on a number of factors, and that's what we're here to help you with. The first is, what are you studying? That has a plays a big part of that. The other is, how many units are you studying per semester? We offer 2 semesters per year, and you can take up to 4 units per semester. If you're studying nursing or teaching and have a Commonwealth supported place, you'll be expected to pay approximately $4.98 per standard unit. Some are a little bit more. And for those that are studying other degrees, it's a 2,385 per unit. And as I mentioned, you can study up to 8 units per year.
Okay, so there's a pretty big difference in cost between the teaching and nursing course and the other degrees. Is there any reason for this?
Avondale has Commonwealth supported places for nursing and teaching. This is for Australian citizens, Australian permanent residents, New Zealand citizens, and those that hold the permanent humanitarian visas. The government pays a large portion to subsidise those fees. The student only pays the student contribution amount, and they start at $4.98 per unit, which is heavily subsidised compared to those that are studying other courses. You are able to pay that upfront if you don't want to have a loan when you finish your course, or those that are eligible can defer that to a HECS help loan and start paying that when they finish their degree.
All right. So if I don't choose to study nursing or teaching and I want to do something else like counseling, business, ministry, or another course, can I get a loan?
The short answer is yes. For those domestic students who meet the eligibility criteria, you can have access to a fee help loan. This gives you the ability to defer all your tuition fee costs till you finish your degree and start earning over the government's determined threshold. And then you pay back a small amount per fortnight until your degree's paid off. It can get a little bit complicated, but you have the choice of paying all, part, or some of it. But the loan's there to help you to take that pressure off you.
So there's a few options for people wanting to study without having to pay up front. Is that any different if you're studying internationally?
There's a few more hoops that the international students have to jump through, and that comes under immigration and visas and things like that. But we try and make the process fairly smooth. The cost is a little bit more, but we're happy to work through each of those questions that you have if you are an international student and want a little bit more guidance of how to study at Avondale.
All right. Now you've said so much already, but where can I find more information about these fees and loans?
All the information about Avondale's fees are on the Avondale website. In terms of government loan information, it is always changing. The government's always updating things. And our source of truth is www.studyassist.gov.au. They have all the information that you need to explain what the different loans are, what criteria you need to meet to access one, how you pay it back, when you pay it back. It's all there and explains it in a very simple way to understand money. It also is a great tool for what you can access as a student, not necessarily for your tuition side of things, what access you have for living assistance, for rent assistance, relocation amounts to be able to help you get to where you want to study. It's a great protocol, and I suggest that you go there, see what you're entitled to, and start applying.
Okay. So apart from our actual, study fees, what other costs are involved for students?
Each student that studies Avondale pays a student services amenity fee, which is compulsory. It is a chance for students to have a voice of where they want resources spent to enhance their experience, whether they be on campus or a distant student. Depending on what course you're studying, like with nursing, you have uniforms and watches and things like that. In education, you might have all the resources that you need for prac teaching. In theology, you may have additional costs to go and do different work experiences and things like that. So you've got textbooks. There's a lot of different costs. We try and keep them down as much as possible. But if you want details about what you need for your specific course, we can put you in touch with the people that can give you the answers.
Incredible. Now, my final question, is there any advice you give to someone like me who's kind of stressing about their finances?
give us a call, drop us an email. Things can seem quite overwhelming when you look at it, the big picture of I want to study and there's a lot involved. But when you break each part down and answer some fairly simple questions, we can take those stresses away. We can give you advice of where to go, questions to ask, things that you may be entitled to, and just break each part down to make it a little bit more manageable, to take the stress away and help your journey to get yourself here to study at Avondale as painless as possible, just to enjoy your time here.
That's perfect. Thank you so much for chatting with us today. I know I'm feeling a lot more relieved and a lot more confident about my finances. Now, if you want to learn more, please get in contact with us. We'd love to chat with you. And hey, I hope to see you studying here at Avondale soon. See ya.